I have returned after a day. Got a root canal. It wasn't pretty, so my mouth was still numb and everything, and I didn't feel like talking after that on Monday night. So I didn't make any videos, but I'm here now. These LeBron haters are no, not LeBron haters. These LeBron lovers are old news. But I peeped some of the episode of LeBron James and JJ Redick's podcast. What is it called? Mind the Game. And I can see this backfire on him big time. I can really see this backfire. I think this was probably not the best setup for him. You know what? Before I go in about what I really want to say, um, I think the best thing for LeBron at this point in time, uh, I think make himself uh more available to the fans, like reacting to questions, not to copy what anybody else may have said, but to be more interactive. Um, to be more interactive and not. This is just my opinion because I know the LeBron stand's gonna come on nowhere. Uh, Not only just be a little bit more communicative to fans and other people. See a different side of LeBron outside of basketball, somewhat. Stuff to talk about basketball. Then again, we did hear that before. His politics, you know how some of you might, I don't know how I feel about his politics. I'm not a big fan. I also think he's a stooge for the liberal left, but that's neither here or there. But just be a little bit more vocal to his fans, a little bit more communicative. But anyways, like I said before, I see this whole podcast being a backfire towards him because in his podcast, the subject in it was, and you guys probably already know this already, I've heard of this, that he thinks Allen Iverson and Stephen Curry are more influential than Michael Jordan. And I think the only reason why he's saying that, because there's a deep-seated disdainment towards Jordan from LeBron. I think it's accumulation of how the anti-LeBron fans or people feel about him. We all know there's many people that believe Kobe was better, but many people believe that Jordan was way better. So I think that's one of the reasons why he said that. But it's hard for anybody to be more influential than Jordan. Jordan really set a different standard, a different bar when he retired for the last time. Even the second time, he left a different standard that I don't think anybody is ever going to capture when it comes to influence. I don't think anybody's ever going to capture that. I think that bar was set so high in the 90s and it still hasn't came down. There's just too many different examples of that. Um, Jordans are still being worn. I can look in my closet right now. Probably got 5 pairs of Jordans in there. One pair is a pair of irises in there. No Stephen Curry's because, to be honest with you, Stephen Curry's shoes, they're worn. Don't get me wrong. I've seen people wear them playing basketball, but they just ain't it. I wore a pair of them from one of my ain't one of my old. He still is, but one of my buddies had a pair back in the day, and it just wasn't comfortable. They just wasn't it compared to Jordans. Iversons, a little bit more. They still releasing Iversons, but none of those shoe lines are coming close to Jordan. And I think the only shoe line that probably might come close to Jordan, maybe Kobe. And I think it's been heightened since his passing. But Jordan was probably one of the, if not one of the biggest people in the 90s, next to Michael Jackson. It's this shirt they got out here. I was trying to get it, but it's sold out. I think I might have said something about it before. But it's this shirt. They had the three Mikes: Michael Jordan, Jackson, Tyson. Probably one of the three influential people of the late 80s, 90s. And I think it goes basically maybe Jackson or Jordan are tied and Tyson a little bit further down. But the fact that we're still talking about Jordan 20 years later, like a myth, like some mythological god, is another reason why Iverson and Curry is not over that. People still want 23. Like the man who said this is wearing 23 now. The man came into the league wearing 23. We're talking about LeBron. They ain't trying to change the six, but that didn't work. So there's that with that. The man saying that Stephen Curry and Allen Iverson is more influential than the person, the number he's still wearing. That's crazy. Now you could say this about Curry and Iverson. Curry is probably influential today, especially with the three. Iverson was probably more influential when it comes to hip hop, basketball culture, sleeves, the long sleeves, even though Jordan and even Kobe was wearing the armbands and legs and all that stuff. You could say Iverson was influential when it comes to wearing the cornrows and the headband. I don't know about tattoos because Dennis Rodman was kind of with the tattoos before Iverson. Well, it was around the same time, I think, almost. But I think Iverson probably popularized wearing tattoos more because now some of these players have so many tattoos, and that's probably more Iverson influenced LeBron with that. Cause we have people like LeBron, Carmelo, J.R. Smith. They got all these tattoos all over the place. I'm starting to see less people with tattoos now. Um, Superstars with tattoos starting to become lesser, I think. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, the Jordan's influence is just way too much. It's just stretched around the globe, and people still know. You ask people in some more isolated parts of the world about Allen Iverson, they probably don't even know what you're talking about. They might know Curry, but Jordan was just everywhere in the '90s, still everywhere today. And I think Richard Miller said something about this about a year and a half or 2 years ago about Jordan's influence still being around. So um, I just summed this up to LeBron just talking, just speaking out his disdain. And we all know his globulars are going to come out there and eat that up. I looked in the comment section of that podcast, and it's a high for the stands. So if you anti LeBron, don't go in there. No, just stay out of there. I ain't even try to comment. Ain't no point. But let's see here. I'm trying to think of something else I wanted to say. But that's pretty much it. What I take from the couple of minutes from I heard from it. 'Cause I saw it this morning. I'm like, oh, here it is. Let me go listen to some of this. Kind of skipped around with listening to the whole thing. I wanted to listen to other stuff. But I knew it was going to be, like I said before, it's going to be propaganda radio for LeBron and his stands. They're going to eat it all up. If I was the stands, I would stay over there. That's your haven. But we really should. I'm against doing this because I don't. How should I say this? I like to stick in my own corner, stay in my own corner. I don't like teaming up with other YouTubers. It don't go right all the time. But maybe we should have. A lot of us should have a big ass live stream on YouTube. One of the biggest live streams ever in the history of YouTube, and try to offset some of this because I just see this all these big time people on ESPN or celebrities getting on YouTube trying to put their influence in and try to kick the little guy out of there. Maybe it's time for us little guys to formulate like Voltron and offset some of this goofiness. Maybe it's an ideal for the future. I don't know. But anyways, that's all I got to say about it.